Number 1 crisis in America, mayors warn Congress of problem happening in every neighborhood. Washington minus talking about mental health was seen as a dark, dirty secret in Hillary Sheev's family. The Reno, Nevada, mayor grew up watching her family members suffer from depression and drug use. They never talked about the struggles because of the stigma surrounding mental illness and the need to be like everyone else's family. 3 years ago, tragedy struck. Sheev lost her sister, her brother and her sister's fiancé to mental illness all within several months. It was a lot of tragedy in such a short period of time, she told USA Today. The mayor of the 4th largest city in Nevada knew she needed to get help to cope with the loss. But when she made the difficult decision to reach out to a professional using a different name to avoid special treatment, she was told she couldn't be seen for 6 to 8 weeks. Sheev's story underscores the difficulty local leaders face when combating a mental health crisis that is worsening in communities across the country. The issues stemming from the crisis range from homelessness to substance use to mental illness like depression and shortages of behavioral and mental health workers. Mayors are often the elected officials closest to their communities and have had a front-row seat as to how the COVID-19 pandemic amplified the challenges many face when it comes to mental health. Struggling with increased demands, those leading America's cities are seeking a seat at the table to discuss the resources needed to help solve the crisis at all levels of government. According to a recent survey from the U.S. Conference of Mayors, 88% of mayors reported they do not have adequate access to the resources needed to address the mental health crisis. Additionally, 97% said requests for mental health services have increased in their city over the last 2 years. We want to address the challenge, but we also have to be realistic. There is no place to take the sickest people, and that is tragic, Sheev said. A bipartisan group of mayors visited Capitol Hill this week to share with lawmakers the impacts of the mental health crisis in their cities and help craft ideas for how to best use funding to solve problems. We want to address it head-on because we believe it's the number 1 crisis in America, Sheev said. I'm going to lose it. For Sheev, it was a tragic summer 3 years ago. Her sister, Grady, who faced a lifelong battle with depression, received a stage 1 breast cancer diagnosis that resulted in a double mastectomy. Coupled with the death of her father 6 years prior, the situation made her depression spiral.